My name is Cody Wood alongside Randy Smuts. We are set up for another fantastic day here with some more great young bulls. And starting things off here this morning in our yearling class. When you look at each and every one of these world standing races, they're all very tight right here in the yearlings. So we've got a couple of them that have really separated themselves away from the rest of the pack. So it is going to get good in a quick hurry this morning. Followed up by your $1 Million Futurity. Stop number 1 for the 2025 Tour. Stop number 1 right here in Las Vegas. Another fantastic opportunity to claim your piece of a pie of $1 million. It all starts right now, Randy. We've got another fantastic day.
Well, you've talked about it. It is the open yearling competition today as well. That $1 million qualifier, you know, last season, Bart Futrell and D&H Cattle Company, they picked up a check for $250,000 at the end of that road on the $1 million Futurity format. Today's yearling series and the yearling series Hard Luck Award as well, Hard Luck format, will be taking place here this morning also. We're going to be filling up the building here in just a few minutes. We'll crack some gates. We'll get things underway. But before we do, take a look at the big screen.
Well, folks, after 2 days now here at the 2024 ABBI World Finals, we had another stellar day. 195 bulls we bucked here today, and we started. Well, folks, after 2 days now here at the 2024 ABBI World Finals, we had another stellar day. 195 bulls we bucked here today, and we started things off this morning with our sanctioning finals. Folks, there are so many great associations, so many great sanctioning bodies across North America, and they showed out here today as we started out with our junior sanctioning finals. And here today, again, the kids came to play. And right now, Zach McElroy with alternate days jumped out, was your winner, 88.72. It was awfully close from first to fourth. Less than a point separated the class, but Zach McElroy in alternate days was going to be your winner. And the cowgirl, the competition continued as we went down now, and Chili Pepper from H5 Bucking Bulls and Performance Horses stepped up, was an 89.84 there in the cowgirl sanctioning finals. As the party rolled on, we went down to our Open Futurity sanctioning finals, and that took us down to Old Rocker from K-Bar C and TCB Ranch. Cracked into the 90 barrier here for the first time today, and in a big way with a 90.88. Paid off as well as he was double entered. He got into the money in a big way later on in the limited as well with that 90.88. As well as here in our yearling and our sanctioning finals. Now we had two different riding solo calves jump out and win big money today, and this one did it again. This was Solo Eclipse here from Rising Stars Ranch and LR Plus 3 Ranch, was a 91.20. So the first one to crack 91 here on day number 2, and it was a riding solo calf and Solo Eclipse from Rising Stars Ranch. LR Plus 3 brought a good one here today. Now, as we keep things moving, we also had our 87 slide. Now, awfully fun, especially to do it here in Vegas, and it got as close to 87 as you can imagine with an 86.96. Another riding solo calf from Airborne McCoy Rodeo. Jeff Schultz, DJ Longbreak, 86.96 to win the 87 slide. Now today, without question, the big winner on the day, putting together a hat trick, was Terps Vert from Getz Cattle Company, Django Bucking Bulls, winning almost $18,000 in 3 different separate classes with a 91.52. It was by far the biggest out of the day, and he paid off being triple entered as he won the Open Futurity, the Limited Futurity, as well as the winner in the No Bull Left Behind. So a big time day for Terps Vert. But in the non-winner bracket from the No Bull Left Behind, Kayla Martinez got the big win with her bull, Heartache, and a 90.56 from the performance she had in the Junior Futurity yesterday morning. So congratulations to Kayla, as she's also a 2-time winner this week already as well with Heartache. Folks, fantastic day number 2. Looking forward to a 9 a.m. start time tomorrow for day number 3 of your ABBI World Finals.
My name is Craig Moore. I'm the president of OK Brand Wire Products. When I moved here in '79, I met a good friend named Gerald Buck in high school. We got to become close friends. Then quite a few years ago, really, he got in the bucking bull business. A few years later, I was sort of interested in it, and he introduced us to the Pages, Dylan and them. And we sort of just started sort of small. I bought a bull or two. We went on for a little bit and bought another bull about every year. Finally sort of decided I needed to find a little bit of production out of it to help pay for the bulls. So I bought a handful of cows and sort of got in the bucking business, if you will. As far as the cow side, we run about 90 head of cows here at home. I was probably partial to the Showtime breeding, Bruiser, Magic Maker. When I was buying some of the cows, I sort of tried to, stick to what I thought was some of the better bred ones. And we've got I think, a pretty decent bred set of cows. It's been a learning experience for us, and we still got a ways to go on that side of it. But we're coming. I enjoy the bull side of it, probably more the aged event stuff than necessarily the PBR. But I mean, if you've got a good one, the PBR is fun. But seeing the young stuff come up and see it progress is pretty exciting. And every year you get to test your knowledge at trying to pick out the next good one. So we've been pretty fortunate to have some decent ones. We've had years ago Lifting Lives, we were partners on that one. OK Brand, actually, which we lost him pretty young. 10G Turner Burner, we own him with the Pages. And then we've got some young bulls coming behind them that look to be fairly decent. It was a bull 5H cold roll. The bull had really showed a lot of potential. He just never got it all put together earlier in the year. But he did that day. He done pretty good that day. And that was a big deal to us. And being able to, I guess, relieved a little bit, if you will, to survive it to the end of it, because there were some bulls that challenged him pretty good there at the end. And I think you're seeing that today. The bulls are getting tougher and the scores are getting, a 90-point run, it rarely gets you checked some days. But the bulls are definitely improving. I got into the ABBI side of it, bucking the bulls and stuff, and as far as the company side of it, we talked about it and we thought, well, that might be a good arena. We could try to promote some of our products that we make in the ag fencing stuff. And that's sort of where we got started in the sponsorship of the ABBI. We've done it a couple years now. It seems to be a good fit. We feel like we're getting some benefit from it, but it's just sort of a place where we can get our company brand name out in front of another audience of ag-based people, if you will.
Fantastic partner of the ABBI, OK Brand Fencing Products. Thank you for the good word from them, folks. We're just moments away, getting things rolling and set up for a big time day number 3 here at your ABBI World Finals. Well, Las Vegas, it is time for day number 3 here of your ABBI World Finals. Again, it has just been a phenomenal last couple of days with some fantastic bucking bulls and some great heifers as well. We have already crowned a few champions yesterday, but now it is time to set the stage here and kick things off with round number 1 here in our yearlings as we get one step closer to wrapping things up and crowning our yearling champion on the 2024 season. Folks, before we get things started, there is one thing that we truly love about our fantastic country and the character and the fiber that it brings us, and that is the opportunity to pray to whoever you may see fit. And here in the rodeo bull riding world, folks, we will love to bless this arena. So, gentlemen, if I could ask for you to remove cover as we look to bless this arena here this morning. Lord, as we come to you here today, on an absolutely amazing opportunity that you have given us, not just throughout these last couple weeks or throughout this year, Lord, that has brought us to this moment here at this World Finals, with a chance to showcase these animal athletes that we so dearly love, but the opportunity that you've given us to come together as family and friends and loved ones and to share these great moments with each other. So if you could look after each and every one of the bulls here today, the help in the back pins, and pay extra close attention to those folks down in the Southeast, in Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, as they go through this challenging time. Lord, as we come to you, in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Let's all join our hearts together and sing out loud with your voices raised. This is our national anthem. Well, that'll put you in the mood here this morning, and a thank you to our friend Mr. Chris Stapleton for leading our national anthem here on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Well, we've got about 124, give or take, bulls to feature today. We've got several classes, and we'll start them off with the open yearling. And keep in mind, with our yearling division, we'll have a large number of females performing here this morning as well. I mean heifers. In fact, we've got a ton of talent in the heifer side, all competing against the boys on the bull side here in the yearling division. Let's get things underway with our first hip tag, number 292.
This will be 1323, blue on back. Copenhagen Bucking Bulls. Todd Copenhaver bringing us another good one right here as we start things off here. Shoot number 2, the Myage and OK brand fencing products, Buck and Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. Now, as Randy mentioned, there is a ton of great females here today to start things off in our yearlings in a big-time world finals race going down right here. Great opportunity here in the yearling class as you look at some of the money that has been won over the 2024 season. Looking for a good one right here with blue on black.
Wow. What a way to get things started here. It is Todd Copenhaver. Copenhaver Bucking Bulls putting a spin on one here this morning. Now, of course, you know how our judging system works, but for those that may be joining us for the first time here in the audience, we've got 5 officials. They're all working with 1 to 25 points, but they'll divide those points up by tenths of a point as well, and we'll get a score. Oh, my goodness, did I miss something? They must have been a fall in there in a DQ. A little tough luck there. A little tough luck for Todd Copenhaver. Let's go to 293. Maybelline is a female. This is a heifer. Another one from Copenhaver Bucking Bulls along with York. And this is another one sired by that great Rockin' T, Bar 1X, Terrible. And on the bottom side, we've got a Real Gun female. Now, this is a female. This is a heifer. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the first 10. 8 of the first 10 are going to be heifers in this first segment.
Well, and Copenhaver Bucking Bulls and York going to follow things up with another strong out here in the yearlings. This one's going to stand for a 90.56, 90. 56, and the heifer Maybelline going to get it done.
Well, we have proven to the world and the industry that the girls deserve an opportunity as well. And they are showing out already here this morning.
What a great way to get one right out the gate on the board. A 90.56. We did not have to wait long to get into our 90 club. 90.56 as we roll down now. This is going to be the Gucci Girl on hip tag number 294. 75L Gucci Girl, Broken Arrow S Ranch, and Zane Walker.
Well, the Schott family, with ranches in South Dakota and Oklahoma. Dallas Schott sends a good one here today.
And Gucci Girl going to get it on around the corner. Going to jump forward a little bit, come out of it. But the number 12 calf in the world going to be a 79.20 here in Vegas.
We're going to watch 35 separate entries in this class today, the Open Yearling class. We'll continue with another of our bulls on display here today, Harder and Faster. Harder and Faster from the IFLY Ranch. Here's a hard and fast son out of a Margie time female, number 295. 295.
Harder and Faster. Ifley Ranch, let's get it done and challenge that 90.56. And 01L, harder and faster, 69.6.
All right, we're going to continue with another heifer and Danny Lucas and BS Cattle Company. This is Firebrand D2. 296 is the hip tag. Our friends, the ABBI family, have the ABBI 828 sire on the top side of this pedigree. Number 296. Now, as we talked about it, 35 entries in the open yearling class. And we will conclude that class today and crown our champion, actually in each of the 4 classes we feature today. One out, and we'll determine our champions in each of those classes today.
Well, the yearlings are bringing the heat early on here this morning. D2, Danny Lucas, BS Cattle, putting down a 91.04. There's another big time out, and the new leader is D2.
Wow. We get to see 5 in a row coming up right now, all females, including the next one from Ramp Up Labor and Moyer and Sons. El Tabirin is the name of this little female, number 297, sired by the Marlboro Man. This is number 297 on your list, another heifer in our competition. The heifers hold down the number 1 and number 2 spots right now in the open yearling class.
As we get ready for the Ramp Up Labor, Moyer and Sons heifer here, El Tiburon on this. Again, a Marble and Men's daughter. Not only does she look like her daddy, kind of has some of the same athletic attributes. Going to be an 82-88. 82-88.
Going to go next to hip tag number 298. This is Baker's number 3001. They call him Crush. This is a female, Homestead Genetics. It is by the Baker number 927 sire out of a Houdini female, number 298. Hey, heads up to all of our Carson Perry Legacy Fund participants today. Mom, Dad, if you're here, your child, all of those participating in the Carson Perry Legacy Fund competition today, we want to meet with those participants over in section 114 at 11 a.m. today. We're going to kind of give a little quick orientation. Mom and Dad, you're welcome to come in and listen up. In fact, if you are a youth member of the ABBI and you're not participating in the Carson Perry Legacy Fund competition today, you're invited to be alongside everyone and listen to those rules, regulations, layout, format. We're just going to discuss what's going to happen later today. That will be later today as they present their interviews and presentations today for the Carson Perry Legacy Fund Competition 2024. If you're participating, Mom, Dad, you can come as well. 11 a.m. in the top row of section 114. Here we go.
Oh, man, 3001, Crush, Homestead Genetics, starting things off awfully strong. Going to come down, though, before that 4 seconds. Going to be a DQ for Crush. I'm telling you what, though, we've had a couple of DQs here this morning, but these young yearlings are bringing it right now as we get ready now for hip tag number 299. This is going to take us down to 14/3. This is White Pearl. Young heifer here from D. Bar J. Bucking Bulls, Miller Time Bucking Bulls, and Drew Feeser. Going to be our next calf to go here out of the Cooper Tires, 2 Bulls, New Dart Buck and Shoot. Now, remember, folks, we have the updated leaderboard right behind the announcer stand here on your Cooper Tires leaderboard. Showing you two big 90s right out the gate here this morning, and none has been better than Hebert D2 with a 91.04, followed up by Maybelline and a 90.56. So looking for more big things right here from another great young heifer from D-Bar J Bucking Bulls, Miller Time Bucking Bulls.
Take a look at the numbers here for $299. It's an 86.80, 86.80. Going to put him in the number 4 position so far. That is 4th place. Let's go to 300. We Need a Miracle. That's the name of this female from Homestead Genetics and B&H Cattle Company. Here's an own daughter of Billy Frank, which of course is a son of 32Y Bruiser. And on the bottom side goes all the way back to a Bubba J75 female. That is Homestead Genetics, top and bottom.
Imagine OK brand Bucking Bull Pro Bucking Shoot. $3,004. We Need a Miracle. Homestead Genetics. B&H Cattle going to be a 77, 76, 77, 76. Now, folks, unlike the classes that we had on Monday where they had 2 rounds, here in the yearlings, one opportunity, one chance here in Las Vegas to show out in the World Finals before we crown ourselves a world champion, and we got quite the race in store right now. There's a couple of them that have really separated themselves from the rest of the pack, but as we get ready to roll on down now here to 97L Dooley, this is hip tag number 301 on your day sheet. This is G&K Cattle Company, Denison, and Grady Farmer's young calf right here, currently sitting number 5 in the world. Now, it's got a 12-point difference from number 5 to number 1, so a little bit of ground they need to make up, so a big time out right here will go a long ways here for the G&K Cattle Denison heifer, 97L Dooley. $97L Dooley really breaking over around the corner. Change of direction. Keeps her feet right there, but going to be an 84.50, 84 and a half for the number 5 calf in the world.
That's going to take us next in the order to 302. Here's a Nashota son. This is a bull brought to us by Winrock. This is a grandson of Lifting Lives. You know, Lifting Lives was a great performer in his own right. In fact, he really showed out on this arena floor as a 2-year-old a few years ago. Now passing those same genetics on. This is number L45 from Winrock.
Folks, you might be in store for a new one, or maybe you're new to our sport and you need one to get things started. If you're looking for a bucking dummy, no better place to look than Bucking Bull Pro, exclusive bucking dummy of the ABBI.
A lot of action, a lot of intensity on this one. Let's see if we can ring a bell with an 88.48. 88.48, number 3. Right now behind a couple of 90-point scores so far. 88.48.
That'll take us down to the Damn Skippy Ranch trailer. This is hip tag number 303, 3074. Karen is the calf. You got Chop Chop on the top side, Houdini on the bottom side. As we get ready to roll for another bred up young heifer calf right here, 3074 Karen from Dan Skippy Ranch and Greg Helton.
I know that some of our spectators are joining us here this morning for the first time this week, and for those who are here on a Wednesday morning for the first time, don't forget to our right down here on the arena floor, that bar is open. It is open to each and every one of you. All are eligible to come down and join us there. Don't have to have a special VIP pass or a ticket. Open to everyone here this morning. Here we go. Ooh. Well, looking like a little tough luck here on the Karen. 303, hip tag, thumbs down, and a DQ. 304 belongs to our friends at Emmett Cattle Company. Emmett Cattle Company brings a Hocus Pocus Sun here in the yearling competition. Fire branded 305L. Goes back to Cowboy Casanova on the female side. This is hip tag number 304.
And just a reminder, folks, if you're looking for a drink early on, the bar is open down here on the arena floor. Speaking of that, thank you to the Pendleton Whiskey, your true Western tradition and a great partner here at the ABBI. But right now, it's the Cooper Tires. Two Bulls, New Dart Buck and Shoot is where we're at here with 305L from Emmett Cattle Company. And the Hocus Pocus on 305L from Emmett Cattle Company going to be an 86.48. 86.48 for 305L.
Yeah, they don't have our classes marked, so we got to probably mark them, yeah. Let's go to number 305. 305, they call him Monster Mash. Big Shot, Bill and Shelley Truax, Denison, and 6-Bar C on the Adelhart 601. Sun, which goes back to Bubba J, 75, top side. Sneaking Eagles on the bottom side. This is number 305.
320, after 325, yeah. Number 4 calf in the world right here. Now the yearlings have been dominated by a couple of them. But right here, Monster Mash has put together a big-time 2024 season. $34,000 won on the year right here for Bar 301 Monster Mash. So the Big Shot, Bill and Shelley Truax, Denison 6-Bar C calf, looking to go to work, gain some ground on the number 1 spot. Out and around to the left, just like he's done all year long. Monster Mash going to come in with a strong 88.88, 88.88, and your number 4 calf in the world is going to go to the number 3 spot here in our yearlings. There it is, your Cooper Tires leaderboard, 91.04 from D2, followed up by Maybelline in 90.56, and now Monster Mash with an 88.88.
Frisky Whiskey. That's what they call this next bull. Spencer Truax, Big Shot, and 6-Bar C. Here's a Chop Chop grandson on the top side by Baker's Alt 37. This will be number 306 on your list.
And Frisky Whiskey was just that. Look at this intensity and speed right in the gate. Unfortunately, going to dig a horn in the ground. Going to be a DQ for 119L Frisky Whiskey, but that is one right there to keep an eye on as we roll into the 2025 season. 119L Frisky Whiskey going to be a DQ here today. Folks, we cannot express it enough, the importance of one single out, one single opportunity to put together a big-time out here at the World Finals. As we roll down now to the number 3 calf in the world, this is going to take us down to 345, Brutally Handsome. Hip tag number 307 on your sheet brings us an Adelhart Workman Truax Big Shot 6-bar C calf right here that has won over $40,000 on the year. Again, still has a lot of ground to make up right now. We just watched the number 4 calf in the world go to the number 3 spot with an 88-88. We are loaded up with the number 3. Looking to go number 1. Can he be better than 91.04 and make a big-time push to that number 1 spot in the world standings? And Brutally Handsome, properly named, good-looking bull out and around to the left. Just like he's done all year long to obtain over $40,000. Going to be an 87, 92, 87, 92, and now your number 3 calf in the world is going to go into that number 5 spot here in the World Finals race.
It's at the top of the list, page 2. And it is a female heifer from No Credit, Jay Guidros, and 6-bar C. This one, fire branded 64L. This is number 308.
The good folks over at ProVantage Animal Health have been providing drug-free, all-natural vitamins and minerals for your animal athletes. Make sure to get with ProVantage Animal Health. Well, 64L from No Credit, Jay Goodross, 6-bar C. Going to come over the end there and going to be a DQ for the young heifer. Going to be a DQ for 64L. We're going to take things on over now to hip tag number 309. Brings us 88L. This is Frito Bandito, the Truax Spencer Big Shot 6-bar C calf. This young bull right here has made a big-time push here late in the season. Really starting to gain momentum at the right time, getting into that number 7 spot in the world standings. With over $33,000 won on the year. Just a month ago, showed out in a huge way in an extremely tough yearling class and was your champion in Duncan, Oklahoma. So Frito Bandito looking to keep that momentum rolling. Here as we head down to chute number 2, your Maya and OK brand Buck and Bull Pro Buck and Chute. And the Brenda Bull. Lots of intensity, really trying to buck around the corner. Going to be an 87, 84, 87, 84 for Frito Bandito.
Here comes the Mohican from Crown G and Rockin' Bar B. Under the care of Marshall Boyce today. Siren Dam yet to be determined. This is number 310 on our list. So far, A-Bear's number D2, 91.04. Heifer, number 1. Maybelline, Heifer, number 2, with a 90.56 right now. The girls are in the lead.
324 Mohican Crown G, Rocket Bar B, 83. Going to be an 83-point score, 83 even. And Marshall Boyd's going to bring us another one. Let's go to hip tag number 311. 28L Makers Motorhead from Rockin' Bar B and Bar Diamond. Out of a Magic Maker's Son, this is 28L Makers Motorhead. Thank you to Oklahoma Brand Fencing for ag fencing industrial wire products made right out of Oklahoma. Oklahoma Steel and Wire, thank you for their partnership here with the ABBI. Fantastic people and a great company with Oklahoma Brand Fencing. We've already gone over 90 twice on the morning. Starting off a fantastic Wednesday morning the right way. Going to be an 86-72 for Makers Motorhead.
Well, our friends from East Texas, 2H Bunkin' Bulls, along with Ashton LeBove, they are getting set to show out with a bull called Rome. This is an old son of Bad Black. Goes back to the page 53 T sire on the top side. This is number 312 on our list.
The 2H Bucking Bulls, Ashton LeBove, Scott Hughes, and AL14 Rome. Been a huge year for the yearlings. A ton of money has been won. Looking to pay out some more right now. And Rome going to come around the corner for an 85-36. Going to be an 85-36 for 14 Rome.
Well, we've got three in a row coming up for you next. Three heifers in a row. The first one from Broken Arrow S Ranch. This will be the one they call Firecracker. This one's sired by Set 'em Up Joe out of a Fireworks female. Firecracker from Broken Arrow S Ranch in Dallas Shot.
Okay, Brand Fencing, Frontier Trading Company, Buck and Shoot. Getting things started off the right way on a Wednesday morning as we got our yearlings going to roll right into tour stop number 1 and your $1 million for charity. Finish off the afternoon here with our yearling season and our hard luck. But remember, folks, later tonight, you're not going to want to miss it. The greatest 4-year-old bulls in the world will be on display here tonight. But right now, the Firecracker, having a great season right now, has won a ton of money. And the OK brand scoreboard says 84.5, 84.5 for Firecracker here this morning. We're going to head down now to L16, Noah James. Young heifer here from Eddings and Lone Star, Chase Richards. Hip tag number 314 on your day sheet is where we're at as we go to a daughter out of Big Wave. L16, Noah James.
A lot of sponsors to thank, and we appreciate each and every one of them. A lot of them joining us here today, including our friends from ProVantage Animal Health. Well, we're getting a note that this entry, number 314, is not a heifer. Is that correct? We will find out and confirm that, but let's say this is a competition in the yearling fraternity. It's Noah James, the entry. It's marked as a heifer in your program. I understand it is not a heifer.
All right, Vegas, it's L16. Noah James, Eddings, and Lone Star. And Noah James planting on those front feet, getting around the corner for an 86-32. 86-32 for L16, Noah James, Eddings, and Lone Star.
Well, we were talking about our friends at ProVantage Animal Health. You know, they can bring you drug-free, all-natural vitamins and minerals and deliver it through a simple lick tub for all your animal needs and nutrition advantage. It's ProVantage Animal Health. Let's go next to Mary. I think this is a heifer. Moyer and Sons. It's number 315. Another one sired by the Marlboro man out of a Surefire daughter. Also, a big thank you to the good friends at OK Brand Fencing. A wonderful video piece done on our friend Craig Moore. He's a sponsor, he's a breeder, and he is a participant in the ABBI, and that's a really, really nice heifer right there. Moyer and Sons bringing us 315 this morning.
When you look at that world standings race, it's come down to two of them basically. This is your number 2 calf in the world, going to be an 85-76. 85-76 for 37 Mary. Had 6 points to gain ground on the number 1. And we're moments away from getting down to her as well. But before then, we're going to take things down now to a riding solo calf. This is hip tag number 316 with 351 solo flight from McCoy Rodeo in Killick. Now, yesterday, if you were joining us yesterday, you watched 2 riding solo sons jump out and win 2 different classes on a day on a Tuesday. Can we do it again? Here comes 351 solo flight from McCoy Rodeo in Killick. Still got that 91.04 from Hebert's D2 sitting at the top of the leaderboard. And 351 solo flight. 71-68.
Well, this next entry, a lot of folks have been keeping a pretty close eye on Homestead Genetics. Gene Baker's Pretty Little Poison. Here's an own daughter of Billy Frank by Bruiser out of a Bubba J 75 female. This Pretty Little Poison is 317 on our list today.
Now, throughout the 2024 season, there has essentially been two heifers that have led the way the entire year. We just watched the number 2 calf in the world, Mary, put together an 85.76, and with one opportunity, right now, Pretty Little Poison coming in with a 6-point lead on top of Mary in the world standings. So good, solid, strong out right here, and we could be looking at our next world champion in the young heifer 3016 Pretty Little Poison from Homestead Genetics and Gene Baker. And 3016, Pretty Little Poison. Gonna get it on around to the right. Good, solid out for your number 1 calf in the world. How about 88.24? 88.24, and Pretty Little Poison's gonna put herself right there in the number 5 spot. But with the lead that she's got coming in here today, she could be looking awfully strong. We might have just watched our next world champion here with the ABBI. It is 3016, Pretty Little Poison and Homestead Genetics.
Let's go to number 318. 318 is the hip number. Here's another Nashotah female. This is a heifer from Winrock, granddaughter of Lifting Lives. Number 318 on your list. I'm sorry, I wasn't given the memo. That's a scratch. It's 319. Hardcore Tested is next to go. Dam Skippy Ranch. Greg Hilton. Here's a Shepherd Hills Tested son. Hardcore Tested is out of a High Tensile female. Next to go, 319.
And 366 Hardcore Tested for an 86.48. Going to be an 86.48.
Here's another female for you from the Workman Big Shot and 6-Bar C collaboration. Looks like another female, a heifer called Marcia. Adelhart breeding, top and bottom. This female is sired by Adelhart's number 613 and out of an Adelhart 137 female, number 320 for the heifer. That little girl right there trying to put it all together for you here this morning. How about an 89 89.04. That's going to clear a spot for her in the number 3 position. She'll be third place. Top 3 scores so far this morning in this class, all heifers. All heifers this morning. Let's go to yet another one. Here is another female entry, KW Cattle Company and Wilson, on Wicked Lou. Here's an own daughter of Crapshoot out of a turbo, female. We have 5 entries left in the open yearling competition. $67.30 for Wicked Lou, 67.30. We're going to continue with our next entry, number 322, Jim and Shannon Barr, Hook and W Ranch. Crispito, Siren Dam yet to be determined on this one. Dadgummit. A DQ for 322. Let's go to 323. Another entry for Jim and Shannon Barr and Hook and W. Nachorito. Nachorito is sired by Nacho Libre and out of a Bubba J 75 daughter. Going back to the Baker 834 female. This is number 323. Oh, boy, he landed that big jump right out of there, right there. Perfect landing. Finished it off well as well. It is an 86.80. 86.80. 2 left to go. Right now, it is another bull coming your way, number 324. Keep in mind those top 3 scores you see on the leaderboard. All heifers here today. We've got 1 bull and 1 heifer remaining. Number 324 is Furioso, Brandenburg Bucking Bulls, and Rodney Lidgard.
Two yearling calves away from not only crowning ourselves a finals champion, but a world champion as well. 302/L Ferruzia. Brandon Berg, Bucking Bulls, and Rodney Lidgard.
Well, Hubcap's got one wound up tight here today. Nice outing for the Bull Furioso. 89.60. 89.60. That's going to break up that 3 placing at the top and going to put that one right smack dab in the number 3 position right now. Number 3 with 1 left to go.
Nice out right there, knocking on the 90 barrier one more time. Well, to look to finish off the yearlings, we're going to take it down to a heifer calf at hip tag number 325 with 126L. Ace of Spades, McGuire, and Shane Thornton. This yearling class has been awfully fun to watch all year long. Following some of these fantastic heifers. Looking to crown ourselves another world champion. But right now it's 126L. Ace of Spades, McGuire. Look at the intensity of this heifer coming around the corner and then getting some of those kick points as well. She keeps her spin right there. We're looking at a big time out, but here the OK Brand scoreboard's going to give us an 88 even for 126L from Ace of Spades McGuire.
Well, the Cooper Tires leaderboard today, that concludes our open yearling class. The event winner will be the heifer A-Bears number D2 with a 91.04. Congratulations to Danny Lucas and BS Cattle Company. That is your champion in the yearling open class here today. We'll find out who the world champion is a little bit later. We're going to continue right now into the $1 million qualifier. $1 million qualifier. This is the largest class we'll see today with 64 participants. We'll start it off with number 326 from Risen Cattle Company. And this is a Firebrand Bull number 333. These are also 2023 model calves. All yearlings competing for a position in that $1 million futurity format. It's going to be good watching here this morning.
Well, 333 from Rising Cattle Company. Starting things off, the first out in the process of paying out over $1 million. Remember last year, we paid out over $1.7 million in total. So we are going to get things rolling. A 78.96 going to get us started.
Hey, a reminder to all of our Carson Perry Legacy Fund participants today. Not only the participants, but mom and dad and any other youth members from the ABBI that want to sit in on the orientation meeting. That'll happen at 11 o'clock here up over my left shoulder in section 114. If you are a participant in that format, that contest today, the 2024 Carson Perry Legacy Fund, we'd like for you guys to meet. over in section 114 at 11 a.m. today.
Just a year ago, right here in this very same building, we watched a fantastic young Red Bull named Red Mike jump out and win tour stop number 1. Carried that all the way into May and ended up number 4 in the $1 Million for Charity. So you never know which one of these calves might be that next one to jump out and start that process to winning a check for $250,000 like 6K Futrell did just this last May. And again, folks, what a fantastic opportunity the American Buck and Bull Incorporated has provided to our sport, getting us onto the CBS network for millions of people to view exactly what we do.
$83.52, $83.52. Let's move along to number 328. 328. This is from the Joe Z Bucking Bulls. Josie Ogilvy and an own son of Preacher's Kid. They call this bull Just Kidding. Number 328.
The OK Brand Fencing, Frontier Trading Company Buck and Shoot. 63, Just Kidding. Josie Ogilvy on the flank. Remember, if you all are looking for new ear tags, then a great way to separate your herd, you get your customized ear tags from none other than Ytex. The Cody, Wyoming-based company continues to be a fantastic partner of the ABBI. Thank you to Ytex. $63, Just Kidding. Unfortunately, going to come down before that 4-second whistle. Going to be a DQ for Just Kidding. As we get to go down now to hip tag number 329, bull branded 103, K-Bar C, Daniels Cattle. Kenny McElroy going to bring us the next one. This is 103. Going to be an 83.52, 83.52 for 103.
We're going to stay with the same partnership and Kenny McElroy and Daniels Cattle. This is Firebrand number 370. Same sire as the previous calf. Different mother on 330 out of a Hocus Pocus female. OK Brand and Frontier Trading Company. The bucking chute will deliver this one from. By the way, a great big thank you to our friends at Frontier Trading. They are Oklahoma's premier commodity trader, providing bull feed, supplement tubs, minerals, and pricing and integrity that can't be beat. Our friends at Frontier Trading Company.
Well, so we had a few calves that were double entered. Right now, lit up with a 90.96. Sitting in that top spot right now here in your $1 million qualifier. Tour stop number 1. 370 from K-Bar Seed, Daniels Cattle. And the scores coming in, going to be a 76-72. 76-72 for 370. As we roll down now to hip tag number 331, I go to bar 310, Halfway to Hell from Premier Livestock and Rafter KL. Remember, folks, there's a big-time chance and opportunity for these calves that are entered here in Las Vegas. As you go through each and every one of the 4 tour stops, if one of these bulls has the ability to be inside the top 25 at those 4 tour stops, remember, they will automatically punch their ticket and go straight to the championship round and the ability to surpass the top 100 semifinal round. That played out in a big way this last year. We had 2 of them make their way directly to Fort Worth. When you're talking about the top 100 calves in the world and the ability to surpass that, that's a lot. So here we go, Halfway to Hell. Dang, the black bull was really wanting to come around the corner right there, but going to come down in a DQ for Halfway to Hell.
That'll take us right next to the number 332 on your list. Black Diamond from Jeff and Taylor Hansen. Also Rafter KL, Kyle Lippincott. We will drag after 5 more bulls. We'll drag after hip number 336. We'll drag the arena. Take a quick break.
When you look back at the $1 million fraternity process this last year, there was 859 total entries, 75 total 90-point outs, 22 of them in Fort Worth alone. That is big-time rank bucking bulls with a high mark of 93.84. Let's do it again. And a 72-32 for Black Diamond. And as we're 4 outs away from a drag, we'll go to hip tag number 333.
Draft Syndicate and Rafter KL. They are on this one called Showing Off by Showtime 816, number 333. 87.44, 87.44 for showing off. Going to go to 3B Cattle Company in Rafter KL. This one's called Fu Man Do. Fu Man Do. That's number 334 on your list. Well, it's a 67.12. 67.12. 335, you're next. Crooked Creek, Bucking Bulls, Rafter KL again here back to back. And Picasso. Picasso is sired by MW's number 082, going back to a Teague Bucking Bull and out of a Houdini female. This is number 335, 2 remaining, then we'll rake the arena. $84.48, $84.48. $336 is next to go. JP and Hannah Williams, Rafter KL. Here's the Firebrand C-35L. Here's a Gangster Party out of a high tinsel female. $69.04. That is the score. We'll take a quick break. We'll drag the arena, and we'll come back with number 337 as we continue with the $1 million qualifier.
In the bucking bull business, there are few things you can control when the gate opens, and that's why we use the Mini Black Widow Arena Groomer to ensure our ground is in top shape. Check out Mini Black Widow Arena Groomer on Facebook or contact Mike Hadley at 719-429-1525 to order yours today.
Complete Metal Buildings, the official metal building company of the American Bucking Bull Incorporated, specializing in pre-engineered metal buildings with over 30 years of combined experience, supplying material and labor for all of your livestock needs. Give Complete Metal Buildings a call at 989-621-8234. That is 989-621-8234 for your free quote today.
The cowboy hat is the most iconic symbol of the Western way of life in the world. And only one hat can live up to the standard of style, quality, and durability required by such a beloved symbol. American hats are made by hand in Bowie, Texas, and have been the ultimate standard since 1915.
Well, I'm running like my hands on fire, and I don't intend to stop even when my legs grow tired. And I've got a message from Colorado straight from Texas, captured most of me, just let me be.
When performance is what you need, look no further than ProVantage Animal Health. Our products are engineered to bring out the best in your animal athletes, containing only all-natural vitamin and mineral ingredients. Our products are powered by the industry-leading Pro V3 Performance Blend, increasing nutrient absorption, supercharging the immune system, and reducing stress levels. ProVantage will help your animals perform at the top level of their game. Find out about the ProVantage Advantage and locate a dealer near you at ProVantageAnimalHealth.com.
Built for comfort, made to last. Welcome home to Cobb's Ranch.
I'm Cody Webster, a 10-time NFR bullfighter. When I'm on the road 240 days a year, one thing I can't have is someone calling and telling me my cows are out. That's why I choose quality products from OK Brand Fencing. It's rugged, it's quality, it's durable, it's American made, family owned, and it's been in the business since 1979. OK Brand, the brand of trust.
Welcome back, Las Vegas. The arena is dragged, and we are set and ready to go as we keep this party rolling here in tour stop number 1 of your $1 Million for Charity. Welcome to those of you watching us live on the ABBI YouTube channel or maybe on Equus TV from around the world. We are right here in the beautiful Southpoint Hotel, Casino, and Spa on day number 3 here of your ABBI World Finals. Just coming off of a fantastic yearling class and crowning a world champion one more time. But right now, here in the middle of the $1 Million for Charity, you've got Lit Up at the top of the leaderboard with a 90.96. As we look to keep things rolling, there it is, your Cooper Tires leaderboard, Lit Up, Monster Mash, Windrock, L45, Brutally Handsome, Frito Bandito, rounding out our top 5 with an 87.84. Now, when you go back a year from now, at this exact stop on the $1 Million for Charity, there was a ton of 90-point outs. I believe there was about 12 to 13 of them. So right now we are getting things rolling and getting into the heat of it. We've got one so far. That's a big one, 90.96 from Lit Up. But now we're going to go to Draft Syndicate, Rafter KL's Buck and Bull 2305. Oh, check that. I'm sorry. This is Palmer Siemens, MP 303, and Matt Palmer. Your Pro Vantage, Combs Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot. And MP 303 from Palmer and Siemens. Going to be an 87.28, 87.28 for MP 303 from Palmer and Siemens. Again, thank you to our bull shaggers. TJ Blaine Roberts doing a great job all year long, all finals long. As we get ready for hip tag number 338. Moves us on down to a bull branded 369 from Ricky West Buck and Bulls. Ricky West brings us a Maker's Mark son right here, 369. $369 from Ricky West Buck and Bulls. And the Ricky West Buck and Bull, 369. $70.50, 70.50.
All right, we continue with Ricky West. And it is hip tag number 339. 393 is the Firebrand. Here is another Maker's Mark son out of an I'm a Gangster female. 339 next to go.
Later tonight, 7 o'clock. The Rankest Classic Bulls in the World will be showcased right here with some big-time ranked bull riders. It is going to be good watching. Round 1 of the Classic, 7 o'clock tonight. $393 from Ricky West, going to be a 73.60. 73.60. Well, that'll turn the page on your day sheet and take things on over now to hip tag number 340. 382 bar from Baker. 382 bar Baker, Cottonwood, and Tom Baker. Ron Osball on the flank brings us another Billy Frank son right here with 382 bar. Well, got scores coming in into 70.48, 70.48.
341 is a scratch. 342 is next. Dutchman Bucking Bulls, Austin Patterson. Here's one for you called Jokin' Joe by Set 'em Up Joe out of a low-life female. This will be hip tag number 342 this morning. As we stated earlier, 64 entries in this class today, the $1 million qualifier class. 64 entries in this class today.
Dutchman Bucking Bulls, Jokin' Joe. Lit up, still standing number 1. And the Black Bull Jokin' Joe from Dutchman Bucking Bulls. Getting around the corner for an 88.56. Going to be an 88.56 for Jokin' Joe. That'll put him now in the number 3 spot. We got ourselves a new number 3, and it is Jokin' Joe. from Dutchman Bucking Bulls. Well, we're going to go to Braun Studdard Cooper with hip tag number 343, bull branded 370L. From Braun Studdard Cooper, Austin Patterson. We go to the buck and shoot for the Pro Vantage Comms Ranch Flying W Livestock Equipment buck and shoot. Vegas, this is step one to paying out $1 million. But when you look at the total payout of the 2024 year in the $1 million for charity, it surpassed $1.7 million. You want to talk about an economic impact, big time opportunity provided by the ABBI to our sport and to all the great contractors across the country. Right now, step one, and working our way through this process one more time. 370L from Braun, Studdard, and Cooper.
$78.20, 78.20. Let's go to Bubba J. The name of the bull is Bubba J by Bubba J 75 out of an I'm a Gangster female. This is an Adams Outlaw Livestock BS Cattle entry. Entry number 344.
.302 Bubba J. Our next bull to go. Later this afternoon, we'll get things started up in the Balboa room for your Carson Perry Legacy Fund. The long round, followed by the short round. Awful great opportunity for these great young junior contractors. Some of those great junior applicants today will be none other than Arena Thomason, Addie Drury, Cooper Schott, Josie Viduchik, John Moyer, Payson Parker, Sophia Carter, Vincent Maldonado, Weston Lopez, Ella Tolman, Cole Tolman, Milo Thompson, McCoy Richardson, Wasey Hart, Peyton Hilton, Oakley Ogden, and Ethan Corey. That is a standout lineup of great young cowboys and cowgirls, as they will be working for that Carson Perry Legacy Fund here later this afternoon. 302 Bubba J, Adams, Outlaw Livestock, BS Cattle. Brandon Stewart on the flank. And the Adams Outlaw Livestock BS Cattle Company bull going to have a strong out for an 87.60. 87.60 for Bubba J.
Here's one for you from Blake Sharp, Robbie Ray, Doug Wilson, and BS Cattle Company. Yard Sale. That's what they call the bull, sired by Mike's Magic. Out of a Bubba J 75 female. 345 is the hip tag. We were talking about those participants a moment ago in the Carson Perry Legacy Fund competition today. Again, all of you that are participating and any youth members that want to sit in on the orientation meeting, you can do so at 11 o'clock up here behind us in section 114. Mom and Dad, any other supporters who want to listen on on that orientation meeting. That'll be at 11 o'clock a.m. here today, about 32 minutes from right now.
.307 yard sale. That one's wanting to do it now. Little bit tight to the back of that buck and shoot. Going to get a score on the board, though, 87-44. 87-44. 307 yard sale. Keep an eye on that one right now. 87-44. Good looking black and white. Both Blake Sharp, Robbie Ray, Doug Wilson, BS Cattle Company. As we're going to go to the big unit, hip tag 346 brings us 30, big unit. The Janes Gang, Hilton Bull Company. Josh Hilton on the flank, going to bring us a Chop Chop Son right here with 30, big unit. We're going to transition on over to the left-hand delivery buck and shoot. While we have a moment, folks, a big shout-out and thank you to Maya Jin. Been a great partner of the ABBI for any and all your DNA testing, as well as Yeti. Yeti coolers, tumblers, bags, high standard of product. Great partner with the ABBI and Yeti. As well as American Hat Company. Here on a fantastic evening starting at 7 o'clock as we get ready to watch the Classic Bulls in round number 1. A great opportunity to bust out that brand new American hat. God made cowboys an American is proud to make their hats. American Hat Company. Well, it's big unit time. The Janes Gang, Hilton Bull Company are next to go.
Also want to remind all of our ABBI members, participants, if you've got bulls here, Andy Watson has been taking photographs from the start on Monday morning, and he also has all the photographs from all the regular season events. You can view those right up top there at the booth. You can see them right there on the big screen. You can pick your photos, you can pay for your photos, and they will be shipped to you. It's easy, it's quick, it's convenient, and they can show you the photos of your outstanding bucking bulls here this week and from the regular season as well.
.30 big unit, the Janes Gang and Hilton Bull Company. A 77.70, 77.70.
Going to go next to the Buck and Fun Group number 2 and the Hilton Bull Company. On our next entry, this is an own son of Juju out of a Surefire female. They call the bull Stiffy. Here's number 347 on your list.
$39L Stiffy from the Buckin Fawn Group number 2, Hilton Bull Company. The grandson, a 32Y. Folks, if you look at the averages over the $1 million futurity process in each of these tour stops, we were always surpassing around 1090s or so, so you'd know there's more to come. Right around the corner, I bet you we have a stretch of them. 39L Stiffy. Buck and Fun Group number 2, Hilton Bull Company. Josh Hilton on the flank. And 39L Stiffy going to get started awfully strong around to the left. Going to be an 87.04, 87.04 for 39L Stiffy. Not quite going to get inside the top 10. But remember, folks, it's the top 25 that really matters when you look at the overall process. If one of these calves or a couple of these calves have the opportunity, the chance to get inside the top 25 at all 4 tour stops, they will automatically punch their ticket to the championship round in Fort Worth.
Fort Worth, Texas is where we will divvy up all the big money again next season for the $1 million category. This class is becoming a very popular class among all of our breeders here. First stop in the qualifier, it's 348 Magic Smoke from Antley and KW Cattle Company. Magic Smoke, next to go.
Well, Las Vegas, are you awake now? 1L Magic Smoke, Antley KW Cattle Company, and the scores come in 92.56. There's a big timeout that we were looking for. As you go to your Cooper Tires leaderboard, Magic Smoke now going to jump way out in the lead with a 92.56. Now, you can't help but imagine, did we just watch the first step in the process of going towards $1 million as the Antley KW Cattle Company bull? 1L Magic Smoke just showed out in a big way. 92.56. So after a big timeout like that, going to be the second highest marked out of the week. Claude Dallas on Monday afternoon with a 92.72, still the high marked out of the final so far. But now we're going to go down to hip tag number 349. We are rolling now here at the South Point as we go to 21L. This is Anything Goes from Premier Livestock and Rafter KL. $21L, Anything Goes. Premier Livestock Rafter KL going to put it all together for a 73.20.
Our next entry is from Sharp Bucking Bulls and Rafter KL. They call this one Legit Wired. Here's an old son of I'm Legit 2, which goes back to the Kish program on the top side. In fact, another Kish bred female on the bottom side as well. Number 350 is the hip tag for our next bull.
And 312 legit wired. Sharp Bucking Bulls Rafter KL 8736. Going to be an 8736 for legit wired. And just outside the top 10. We're going to stay with Rafter KL, this time with RTZ as a partner. For hip tag number 351, bull branded L13, uh-oh. RTZ, Rafter KL, Kyle Lippincott. Blaine TJ Roberts. Going to clear the arena. Looking good as we're going to keep this thing rolling on down now. L13, uh-oh, from RTZ, Rafter KL. 92.56 to jump way out into the lead, followed by 90.96 from Lit Up the other day. Looking to build on top of that and get ourselves an under 90 right here with uh-oh. And L13, uh-oh. Fortune going to go down. Going to be a 72.80, 72.80.
We're going to go next with a May It Be Farm, Cadillacs, Osborne, and Bar 7 collaboration on a bull called Johnny. Here's a frequent flyer grandson. Hip number 352 is getting set to go.
To Johnny, May It Be Farm, Cadillacs, Osborne, Bar 7, Richard Patillo on the flank. Going to take it on up to the Miage and OK Brand Fencing Products, Buck and Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. Las Vegas Tour stop number 1. 4 stops in total until we head to the top 100 semifinal round and then solidify our championship round to head to Fort Worth, Texas this next May, where we're going to pay out $250,000 to one bull. Well, unfortunately, going to come down before that 4 seconds was up. Going to be a DQ for 2 Johnny. Big thank you to Black Widow Arena Grooming. If you're looking for the best footing possible for your bull or equestrian athletes, make sure to get yourself a Black Widow. Black Widow Arena Grooming. We'll go to hip tag number 353, bull branded 301. OB7 from Osborne, Bar 7, Cadillacs, Richard Patillo. .301 from Osborne, Bar 7, Cadillacs. And 301. A lot of kick, a lot of buck, looking to find his spot to turn back. They're going to be a 78.56, 78.56 for 301.
We're going to stay with the same group on our next entry, Osborne, Bar 7 in Cadillacs. This will be number 310. That's Firebrand 310, an own son of Strictly Business. And hip tag number 354.
We crowned a lot of champions yesterday on day number 2 here at the ABBI World Finals. Big shout out and thank you to all of our sanctioning associations and the ones that came to town and competed yesterday and won themselves a buckle here at the World Finals. We even had one bull yesterday close in on almost $18,000 in winnings. That was Terps Vert from Getz Cattle Company, Django Bucking Bulls with a 91.52 yesterday, was triple entered, and it paid off in a big way for almost $18,000. A lot can happen here in Las Vegas in a multitude of ways as we get ready to go now with 310. Osborne, Bar 7, Cadillacs, brings us the next one. And 310. Going to be an 84.88, 84.88 for bull branded 310.
Going to go back to Alabama and Ricky West Bucking Bulls. Here's Firebrand number 383, Maker's Mark son out of a Rebel Yell female, 355. We're at the bottom of page 4. We will drag again in this class before it is complete. Moving right along, doing a good job this morning. Don't forget, all of our youth need to meet over in section 114, the youth that are participating in our Carson Perry Legacy Fund competition today. Meet at the top of section 114 for a brief meeting here this morning at 11 a.m.
Thank you to everybody that has participated in that Carson Perry Legacy Fund all year long. $100,000 in scholarships for our junior competitors. $25,000 to first, $15,000 for second, and $10,000 to third. But not only does that get paid out to one cowboy, it also get paid out to a cowgirl as well. $100,000 total. So thank you to everybody throughout the year. Sonny Barthold to Neil Rice doing an awful great job getting things rolling. All right, and now RW 383, Ricky West Bucking Bulls. And 383. 74.80. We're going to roll them up one and take things down to a winner from yesterday. This is going to be Zach McElroy. Zach McElroy, K-Bar C, TCB Ranch. This is going to be hip tag number 356 on your sheet. As we turn the page, we're going to go to bull branded 58M. This is Show Me the Freak. Yesterday, Zach McElroy jumped out, won the junior sanctioning finals with an 88.72 in his bull alternate days. Let's keep this momentum rolling. Have some more success on a Wednesday. Zach McElroy, K-Bar C, TCB Ranch. Show Me the Freak. Kimes Ranch Jeans continues to be a great supporter and partner here at the ABBI. You're looking to get dressed up to impress here in Las Vegas. Make sure to make it Kimes Ranch Jeans. Looking to get him standing up cleanly. With only a 4-second window to accumulate those ever important points. Got to get it good. Here it is. $58M, show me the freak. $64.24.
Braun and Cooper will participate next. This will be Firebrand 317L. An own son of Top Shelf out of a Backlash female, 357. 357 is the hip tag. Don't forget, we will announce our leader in this contest today. Of course, the first leg of the $1 million qualifier.
Right now, none have been better, though, than 1L Magic Smoke with a 92.56. Great out earlier from the White Bull, 92.56. Jumped way out into the lead. Let's get him some company right here. 317L, Braun Cooper, Austin Patterson, and the Shepherd Hills tested grandson, 317L. Well, unfortunately, you can see 317L going to come down to his side. Going to be a DQ. Going to be a DQ here in Vegas. Well, let's turn it up a notch, Las Vegas, as we get ready to go to hip tag number 358. 36, Cooper and Sons from 4C Ranch. Austin Patterson on the flank. So stay over here on the left-hand delivery. Buck and Shoot Cooper Tires, 2 Bulls, New Dart is where we're headed. Well, Vegas, we're closing in on 11 o'clock. Go ahead and make your way on down here to the arena floors. The ABBI bar is open right down here on the floor. Just come on down the stairs and you can grab yourself a drink from the ABBI bar right down here on the arena floor. Grab yourself a true Western tradition and get yourself a Pendleton whiskey. Oh, man, going to slip around the corner right here. Going to come down, be a DQ for 4C Ranch, 36, Cooper and Sons.
Going to change things up just a bit here with the D-Bar J, Long Ranch, and TP Cattle Company. Here's one they call Hijack. Hip 359 next to go. A Donutso son out of an undercover boss female.
Thank you again to all of the crew in the back pins. A lot of hard-working cowboys and cowgirls back there keeping this party rolling. Thank you to all the work that they've done. I'm telling you what, we have been stacked and loaded from word go. Thank you to each and every one of them and all the help there in the back pins. Awfully tough job as we get things set. Now with W38 337 Hijack, D-Bar J Long Range TP Cattle. The Cooper Tires, Two Bulls, New Dart Buck and Shoot is where we're at. Looking to get another one in that 90-point club. Possibly challenge that 92.56 from Magic Show. Just about go time for Hijack, D-Bar J Long Range TP Cattle Company. And Hijack, scores coming in, going to be a 72.40, 72.40.
Going to go next with an entry from Futrell and D&H Cattle Company. Bart Futrell and Dylan and HD. This will be Futrell's number 82L, the firebrand, an own son of Nervous Nate, out of a Clubber Lang female. We all know as the $1 million futurity concluded in 2024, Bart Futrell and D&H Cattle Company came out on top, the winners for our first inaugural event. We'll see if we can do a two-peat, repeat in that same fashion. This is number 360.
When you look at one of the great partners here with the ABBI and Two Bulls Pro Performance Feed, look at the winnings that their animal athletes that have utilized that their supplements have earned. You're talking about almost $45 million. That's right, $45 million. And total lifetime winnings with animal athletes that have utilized Two Bulls. That's including 7 PBR World Champions, 28 ABBI World Champions. Over 1,100 lifetime event championships. The list goes on and on. With the success from animal athletes utilizing Two Bulls. Thank you to Jim McLean and our great partner over at Two Bulls Pro Performance Feed. Like Randy had mentioned, Futrell and D&H Cattle, could they reload here with another one and make their way towards another $1 million championship and a $250,000 payday? 82L Futrell. $87.44, $87.44. We're going to have a 9, 10, 11 split now, $87.44. As we roll them up and head down now to hip tag number 361. Bull branded 302 AXL from Black Diamond Cattle Company. Burt Kerr on the flank. 302 AXL. Our next bull to go here to the mine, OK brand fencing products, Buckin' Bull Pro Buck and Shoot. Black Diamond Cattle Company 302 AXL. Going to snap around the corner for an 87.20. 87.20. Going to put him outside the top 11 right now.
Let's go to R&D Bucking Bulls and Laughlin Bucking Bulls. Our next entry is Firebranded 312, 312, an own son of Tugco. Ooh, Tugco, the big black baldy, buck for a long, long time. This is hip tag number 362. And so far, those big numbers remain at the top of the board. Magic Smoke with a 92.56 and Lit Up with a 90.96. Those are your top two scores right now.
R&D Bucking Bulls, Laughlin Bucking Bulls. Getting that pin and flank set just right for 312. Braxton Laughlin bringing the heat right here. R&D Bucking Bulls, Laughlin Bucking Bulls. Around the corner for 90.24. 90.24. We got us another one to go to the number 3 spot. 90.24 for Bull Banded 312. As you look at your Cooper Tires leaderboard, Magic Smoke, the 92.56, still way out there, Lit Up 90.96, and now BL 312 with a 90.24 to round out the top 3.
Looking good. Let's go to B&H Cattle Company and Laughlin again. This is BL 3701. This is sired by the same bull, Tugco, but out of a different dam. A page 43Y female, bottom side, 363.
$37.01 BL B&H Cattle Laughlin. The black baldy going to come around. And the OK brand scoreboard says 81.90, 81.90 for 37.01. I'm telling you what, there are so many different ways to win money when you're looking at this $1 million for charity. Not only in total did they pay out over $1.7 million throughout the process, with $250,000 of that going to 6K for Trail, Bort for Trail, D&H Cattle, jumping out and winning the $1 million for charity. But remember, folks, there is also the consolation. $100,000 will be paid out there in the consolation as well to continuously provide not only a payday, but a big-time payday. I believe it was Road Tag that was your $100,000 consolation winner this last time. So you are always in the game, always have an opportunity at another big-time payday here with the ABBI and the $1 million for charity. As we get ready to go now, hip tag 364, K9, DM3 from Rafter O, Schreiber, Laughlin. Braxton Laughlin on the flank. And K9DM3, Rafter O, Schreiber, Laughlin, 86-24, 86-24. So might not be inside that top 11, but remember, if you can stay inside that top 25, that goes a long ways at your opportunity of doing it at each and every one of these tour stops.
We're going to move right along to the Whitehead cattle entry from Bud Whitehead. This will be Invisible. A grandson of Lifting Lives out of a real smooth female, 365. We're rolling right along through our $1 million qualifier group here today. Number 365.
For over 50 years, the best in remote injections has come from New Dart, one of the great partners here from the ABBI. Make sure to keep you and your animal athletes safe with remote injections from New Dart. L169 Invisible Whitehead Cattle Company. Going to finish it off with an 83.04, 83.04 for Invisible. As Blaine and TJ Roberts get the bulls shagged up and out of here, we're going to get things set up and ready to go with hip tag number 366. That'll take us down to bull branded 372. GT Buck and Bulls Triple Crown McCombs, Cody Garrett, and 372. This next one here is a son of 44A Smooth Over out of a Smooth Air Daughter. 372 GT Buck and Bulls Triple Crown McCombs. Well, we got thumbs up. We're going to have some scores coming in for GT Buck and Bulls Triple Crown McCombs. 372. Going to be a 75-76.
$367 is next. Pinchin' Pennies. Here's one from S4 and Circle S. Colby Simmons, sire and dam yet to be determined. Number 367.
Looking forward to a big-time Wednesday night. Round number 1 of your Classic, 7 o'clock here tonight. The PBR Challenger Finals and round 1 of the Classic. There are some big-time ranked bucking bulls here in our Classic standings, and another great World Championship race underway. And that process will get started at 7 tonight, so make sure to be right back here in this very arena here at 7. All righty, 117L, Pinch and Pennies, S4, Circle S. Pinch and Pennies will be an 83-20. 83-20 for Pinch and Pennies.
We're going to stay on the right-hand delivery for our next one, again from S4 and Circle S. Miles Morales is the name of this one. Firebrand 383, and we are on bull number 368.
Here with the OK Brand Fencing Products, Frontier Trading Company, Buck and Shoot. The Miles Morales S4 Circle S bull out of Crystal Vision. Looking to be our next bull to go 90 and challenge that 92.56 from Magic Smoke. The Antley KW Cattle Company bull still sitting number 1.
Looks like the numbers are 86.88 for Miles Morales, 86.88.
As we keep the party rolling on down now to hip tag number 369. Bull branded 30, Go Win Some from McCoy Rodeo, 3-0 bucking bulls. Cord McCoy on the flank. This is 30, Go Win Some. And the scores come in 82 even for Go Win Some.
Letterbuck Chuck. That's the name of our next bull. Another riding solo. Another riding solo son. I'll say this, the McCoy Rodeo Ranch has had some big success so far this week with riding solo offspring. Letterbuck Chuck is out of a War Cloud female. This is hip number 370.
Your Pro Vantage Comms Ranch Flying W Livestock Equipment Buck and Shoot. Flying W Livestock Equipment, integrity, quality, service. Flying W. Thank you to them for being such a great partner here with the ABBI. So we get ready to go for Letter Buck Chuck. And 300, Letter Buck Chuck. A little bit of a stumble, going to get back to his feet awfully quick as the score is going to come in. Going to put it up there for 63.90. We're going to stay with the McCoy Rodeo trailer, this time partnered with Jarek Schraub. Hip tag number 371 is where we're at on your day's sheet with bull branded 308 Relapse. A son of the great Stone Sober right here. This is 308 Relapse. Out of a riding solo female. 308 Relapse, McCoy Rodeo, Jarek Schraub. $82.24 for Relapse and $82.24 for Relapse.
We're going to have 5 in a row coming up here, all sired by Riding Solo, all from the McCoy Ranch and different partners. The first of which is out of a Page 32W female. This will be Solo's Barcode. Firebrand 33, hip number 372.
Tractor driver, we are 5 outs away from a drag. 5 outs away from a drag. $33, Solo's Barcode. McCoy Rodeo, Mayberry and Sanchez. Well, as you go to your complete metal buildings replay, I think the black and white bull was wanting to come around to the right there. Maybe got balled up with that 90 a little bit. So 33 Solo's Barcode, keep an eye on him. Going to be a 74.40 here in Vegas. 74.40 for Solo's Barcode.
Here's one for you called Apollo. McCoy Ranch and CJS Bucking Bulls together on another Riding Solo son out of the Page B8 female. In fact, the next 2 in a row are full siblings, both out of the same sire and the same female. This will be number 358, Firebrand Apollo, next to go.
For 21 years, Southpoint Hotel, Casino, and Spa has been the home for the ABBI World Finals. Southpoint Hotel, Casino, and Spa, an amazing host here once again in 2024. 358 Apollo from McCoy Rodeo, CJS Bucking Bulls. .358 Apollo. Getting it on around to the right here when he found his spot. Going to be an 86.88, 86.88 for 358 Apollo.
Well, like I said a moment ago, a full sibling. High Roller is next to go from McCoy Rodeo and Tyler Schultz. Riding solo over the CMC 316. That's the Cord McCoy 316 female. A donor flush cow. And this is hip number 374.
3 outs away from a drag. 3 outs away from a drag. Three different 90-point outs at the top of the Cooper Tires leaderboard. None bigger than a 92.56 from Magic Smoke, the Antley KW Cattle Company bull. Had a big time out just a little while back. Looking for more of the same as we keep things rolling here with CMC 323 High Roller. McCoy Rodeo, Tyler Schultz. $78.30 here for High Roller, 78.30.
Here's one they call Montana Solo. Riding solo over a showstopper female. McCoy Rodeo and Jeff Lovell on the hip tag number 375. We'll buck 2 more calves. We'll drag. We'll come back and finish up the $1 million qualifier class of competition this morning. And then we'll have 25 calves remaining in the Yearling Series and Yearling Series Hard Luck.
Going to get the thumbs up. Montana Solo going to kick the back end of that buck and shoot a little bit, kind of take him off his lead. Let's keep an eye on Montana Solo. As we go to tour stop number 2 here today, going to be at 85.20. 85.20 for CMC 34 Montana Solo.
McCoy Rodeo again with Joe Gold on this one. Another riding solo. Another riding solo son out of the Vortex female. Cord McCoy's 365. This is a bull called Quick. 376 is the hip tag, and we will drag the arena after this entry.
CMC 37 Quick, McCoy Rodeo, and Joe Gold. Our final out before a drag. The $1 million for charity. Paid out over $1.7 million in 2024. And it all started a year ago at tour stop number 1 right here as we're reloaded and looking for more of the same. Fantastic success throughout the year. Capitalized at the very end, being on CBS Network. Millions of viewers from across the world got to watch our amazing sport for the very first time. It's a huge opportunity brought to you by the good folks at ABBI as we're set and ready to do it again. CMC 37 Quick, McCoy Rodeo, Joe Gold. Next calf to go. CMC 37 quick. Will be a 79-10, 79-10. Well, folks, don't go far as we look to drag the arena real fast and get things set and keep moving. Here with your $1 Million for Charity tour stop number 1 here in Las Vegas. And in the meantime, we'll hear a good word from some of our great partners with the ABBI. Well, Las Vegas, we're back as we keep things moving here with your $1 million for charity in tour stop number 1. Right now, the top leaderboard, Magic Smoke from Antley KW Cattle Company in 92.56. Still sitting in that top spot in your Cooper Tires leaderboard. But as we keep things rolling, we're going to move it on down. Getting started here with hip tag number 377. TC 303 Stonewall from McCoy Ranches. Leanne Kemp. Danny McCoy brings us the next one. A Blue Crush grandson out of a Sky King daughter right here with TC 303 Stonewall to get us started after the drag. And TC 303 Stonewall, McCoy Ranches, Leanne Kemp, 85.60, 85.60 for Stonewall.
That top 10 is still stacked pretty deep. In fact, 12 deep with a tie for 10th, 11th, and 12th with 87.44 and still a 92.56. Number 1 right now in the $1 million qualifier class today. Tomorrow morning, we'll start back again at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. start time tomorrow. It'll be round number 2 as we complete the junior category, the cowgirl class, and the world finals futurity. All of that tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., followed by the conclusion of our competitions, of course, excluding the maiden yearling on Friday and Saturday. And we'll host our ABBI Awards Banquet tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock.
TC 332 Broom, McCoy Ranches, Linda Bird. Just about there. TC 332 Broom. Let's get it on. A lot of action from the White Bull, looking to find his spot. Will be 75.12, 75.12 for Broom.
We're going to take a look next at the Tulsa Twister. Here's another McCoy Rodeo entry with Wold and H-Bar 6 Ranch. This is an own son of Tulsa Time out of a riding solo female. This will be hip tag number 379. We're rolling right on along. We've got 12 more entries in the $1 million qualifier class here today.
And just a heads up, we did find a wallet So, Bruce, if you're missing your wallet, it is down here at the announcer stand. Bruce, your wallet is down in the announcer stand. So as they drop down the Bucket Bull Pro dummy, remember, folks, if you are looking for a new dummy, there is no other option than Bucking Bull Pro. Customer service at its finest. From top to bottom, you're going to enjoy your purchase with Bucking Bull Pro. So 320, Tulsa Twister, McCoy Rodeo, Wold, H-Bar 6 Ranch. And the Tulsa time, son, Tulsa Twister. $38.60. Remember, everyone, you can make your way on down the stairs here. Grab yourself a drink here on a Wednesday in Las Vegas. The ABBI bar is open right down here on the arena floor, so go ahead and head on down those steps. Get yourself a Pendleton whiskey.
We're going to stay with the Cord McCoy Bruce Wold partnership on a bull called Bruber. Bruber is by Mr. Majestic out of another outstanding female Miss Riding Solo, the Dam to the Great Bull and world champion. We are looking at number 380 on our list right now.
And Bruber really going to follow that gate out there. Going to take him over to the corner now before he finds his spot. The OK Brand scoreboard is going to give us a 67-20. As we're going to stay here with McCoy Rodeo, this time with Gillespie. Hip tag number 381 brings us bull branded 354 Max Solo. Riding Solo son out of a Copenhagen Wild Thing daughter. This is 354 Max Solo. We're down to the Cooper Tires new dart, two bulls buck and shoot. Again, thank you so much to the great folks over at Two Bulls. Be sure to check them out. Two Bulls. $354 Max Solo, McCoy Rodeo, Gillespie. Right here in the door, round to the left, up and down for an 87.60, 87.60 for Max Solo. That's going to put him in the number 9 spot, number 9-10 spot right now for Max Solo.
Cord McCoy and Gillespie together on the next one. The Riding Solo son, actually it's McCoy and Spencer Neal on this one. Crimson Sky, Riding Solo over a Page Bred Dam. This is number 382. A lot of Riding Solo sons being featured in our performances here today. Hip tag number 382.
And 357, Crimson Sky. Scores are going to come in. Gotta love the athleticism as he comes around the corner and keeps himself up for an 82.96. 82.96 for Crimson Sky. We'll go to hip tag number 383 now as we go to bull branded 36. This is Solo's White Knight. McCoy Rodeo, Callaway. Cord McCoy on the flank. .36 Solo's White Knight. Our next bull to go out of a Wedding Bell's Daughter. So you're McCoy on the top and the bottom on this one. Be a 32.72.
Let's move right along to another riding solo, son. They call this one bucking solo. McCoy Rodeo in Hubka. Riding solo over another Wedding Bells female. This is number 384.
Complete Metal Buildings continues to be a great partner here at the ABBI, supplying and erecting pre-engineered metal buildings. When you get your quote, that installation is included, providing a heck of a value and a great product with great people. Complete Metal Buildings. .369 Buck and Solo, gonna hop, skip, round to the right. McCoy Rodeo Hubka. The OK brand scoreboard's gonna give us an 86.32, 86.32 for Buck and Solo.
McCoy Rodeo and Jeff Lovell. Here's another one for you, but this one's Cliffhanger. Sire is Cliffhanger over a Slice of Heaven female. This is a bull they call Tiger.
And the Tiger, going to be a 61.90. Contractors, make sure to mark your calendars. Coming up December 20th through 21st, December 20 and 21 is going to be tour stop number 2 right there in Fort Worth, Texas. Tour stop number 2 of your $1 million qualifier coming up in Fort Worth. Going to be followed up by tour stop number 3, El Reno, Oklahoma, will be January 25th through the 26th. And then tour stop number 4, we're going right back to OKC, February 21 through 22, Oklahoma City, tour stop number 4. Fort Worth will be here before you know it, though, so folks, so start making your plans now for December 20th and 21st. As we go to hip tag number 386 now with CMC 350, Grant Land, McCoy Rodeo, Gold, Bucking Bulls.
$78.10. That's the score. Let's go to Dennis Owens and his entry. It is Rattlesnake Shake. Rattlesnake Shake, sired by the Page D3 by Surefire on the top side, out of a Gangster Party female. This is number 387. We have 4 entries remaining in the $1 million qualifier class.
$321 Rattlesnake Shake, $75.92. And for those of you following us along on the date sheet, that'll turn the page, bringing us on to page number 7 as we go to hip tag number 388. TC 305, Mercy, McCoy Ranches, Linda Bird, Jody Nichols. Denny McCoy brings this one right here out of a Blue Crush Sun and an Opus female. TC 305, Mercy, our next bull to go. We have 3 more outs here in the $1 million for charity. We'll finish things off throughout a few more that we've got in the maiden before we can crown our winner here on the week. But 3 more here today in the $1 million for charity tour stop number 1. And Mercy's going to wind it up right here around to the left. McCoy Ranch's Linda Bird, Jody Nichols. 82-88.
We've got another one from McCoy Ranches and Linda Bird up next. They call this bull Bird. Here's a Spear My Gear, son, out of an Excuse female, 389. 389. That is the hip tag number we're on right now.
Frontier Trading, Oklahoma's premier commodity trader, bull feeds, supplement tubs, minerals, and more. Pricing and integrity at its best, and one of the great partners of the ABBI is Frontier Trading Company. TC 326 Bird 5870.
One bull remaining in this $1 million qualifier. It's Rubble on the double. From D-Bar J Bucking Bulls and Ace in the Hole. Siren Dam yet to be determined. It is hip tag number 390. We'll roll right into the Yearling Series class with 19 entries and then finish up with 6 entries in the Yearling Series Hard Luck. So this bull and 25 remain.
Can't express it enough. The opportunity that the ABBI has given to the bull world right here with $1 million payday, $250,000 to our champion, 6K Futrell this last year. Big time out there in Fort Worth. Was a 93.84, the highest marked out throughout the entire process. Earned himself $250,000. Now, Rubble on the double. Bar 307, Rubble on the double. D-Bar J Bucking Bulls, Ace in the hole. Going to finish it off with an 88.56. 88.56. And that's going to put him right there in the mix. How about number 6 now? 5-6 split for Rubble on the double. Nice out to finish things off here on the day here in our $1 million futurity. Remember, we will have a few more to go before we're able to crown our winner here in Las Vegas, but that's going to do it here for day number 3 in our $1 million futurities. We look to roll on in our yearling series.
All right, we're going to move right into the yearling series. Hip tags 391 through 409. There'll be 19 entries in this class, beginning with Ace of Spades and McGuire. This is 140L. This is a female. This is a female. A heifer, number 391.
And there's your Cooper tires. Juvenile winners, there it is. A-Bear D2, 9104, Maybelline 9056, BL312, and a 9024. OK Brand Fencing, Frontier Trading Company, Buck and Shoot. 140L, Ace of Spades, McGuire, going to get us started here in the yearling series. And the black heifer. 140L, 7460.
We're going to stay with the Ace of Spades and McGuire partnership. Ace's 56L is next to go. Here's a bull sired by Who's Hot, which goes back to Who's Back, and out of a Pit Boss female. Our next entry will be hip tag 392.
Pro Vantage Comms Ranch, Flying W Livestock Equipment, Buck and Shoot is where we're at here with 56L. Ace of Spades, McGuire. Shane Thornton on the flank. Unfortunately, going to come down, going to be a DQ here for 56L. Going to be a DQ. As TJ and Blaine Roberts get them picked up and on the way out of here, we're going to go to a Donutso Son next. On hip tag number 393, it will take us down to Y46. The D-Bar 3 Creed is your bull from D-Bar J Long Range TP Cattle Company and Austin Patterson. Out of a Who's Back Daughter, this is Creed. So as you can see on the Cooper Tires leaderboard behind the announcer stand, awfully tough right here in your juvenile winner. A-Bear D2 at 91.04 had a great out earlier today. Maybelline with a 90.56, 312 with a 90.24. All the way down to her top 10 and Frito Bandito an 87.84. So pretty tough yearling class right here on the winner side. Now Creed, D-Bar J Long Range, TP Cattle Company. As the scores come in for the Big Brindle Creed at 78.90.
As we shared with you, there are some females, there are some heifers in this class, in this division. This will be another one of them right here from 5G Farms and BS Cattle Company. 318L. 318L. This is an own daughter of Chosen One. This is number 394.
And the heifers come to buck once again. 318L, 5G Farms, BS Cattle. 89.28, 89.28. And right there, as you can see on now on the non-winner bracket, that 89.28 is going to put Plain Jane at the top of that leaderboard. Straight out, 89-28.
R&D Bucking Bulls and Laughlin. Braxton Laughlin on another female here. 23-3, the Firebrand. This is an own daughter of Page's 20D, which goes back to Show Kitty. $395 is our hip tag.
Awfully snappy heifer around to the right. 23 bar 3, R&D Bucking Bulls. Laughlin, 88 even, 88 points for another bucking heifer. 23 bar 3, 88 even. And that is a non-winner, so that's going to put them in the number 2 spot. 23 bar 3 is now sitting number 2 in the non-winner. We'll go to the Oklahoma Brand Fencing Frontier Trading Company Buck and Shoot. For hip tag number 396, Bull branded 109L. This is Kumba from S4 and Circle S. .109L Kumba. The S4 Circle S Bull going to be 80.96.
We're going to stay with the S4 and Circle S. Colby Simmons. Sugar Boom Boom. That'll be next to go. This will be a bull entry in the series competition. Number 397.
Remember, folks, when it's breeding season, your next calf crop depends on your mineral program. Two Bulls Pro Breeder Mineral provides your females and bulls with the #1 breeding performance mineral in the cattle industry. Higher breed back rates, shorter calving windows, stronger, healthier calves, increased motility, quality of semen. Make sure to get with the good folks at Two Bulls. And the black and white bull, Sugar Boom Boom, S4, Circle S, 80.80, 80.8.
We're going to feature two more females in a row, the first of which comes from Homestead Genetics and Gene Baker. Here is an own daughter of Billy Frank, and on the dam side goes back to Bubba J 75. This is a heifer called Girl on Fire.
Well, as we get ready for 3067, Girl on Fire, traveling partner with what I think is the 2024 world champion. And Pretty Little Poison. This is Girl on Fire from Homestead Genetics and Gene Baker. .3067, Girl on Fire. Awfully intense. The Homestead Genetics heifer going to be at 86.48. 86.48.
Here's another female for you. Premier Livestock in Rafter KL. This is a heifer called Winifred. $399. $399 is the hip tag.
This afternoon at 3 o'clock, the Carson Perry Legacy Fund will be getting things rolling in the Balboa room. Good luck and congratulations to all the applicants. 3 cowboys and 3 cowgirls will be going home with an awfully generous scholarship from the Carson Perry Legacy Fund. 5, Winifred, Premier Livestock, Rafter KL, brings us another heifer here today. Winifred's going to kind of buck forward on that chute right there, but then found her spot around to the right. 83.28 and 83.28 for Winifred.
So in that winners category, that was the final one in the winners category. We'll get that update for you here in just a second. That was $399, hip tag $399. We're going to move over to the left-hand delivery for our next one, 400, Broken Arrow S Ranch. Broken Arrow S Ranch is next to go, but take a look at the leaderboard on the big screen. That is the 2024 Series Juvenile Winners class. It is complete. A-Bears D2, 91.04 is going to win that class, followed by Maybelline and BL312. I believe all 3 of those were heifers. Actually, I think B312 was a bull, but anyway, top 4 right there, 89.04, 90.24, 90.56, and 91.04. We'll continue with the non-winners class now. 400, Last Dance. Here's an own son of Spotted Demon.
$31L Last Dance, Broken Arrow S Ranch. 79.44 will be the score, 79.44. Well, as we pull the slide and roll them up one to hip tag number 401. DS1 bar 23. This is Gunpowder from Van Cleve Buck and Bulls, TP Cattle Company in Austin Patterson. Buck Autism on the top side, Hoochie Coochie on the bottom side. Gunpowder is your bucking bull. For any and all your tire needs, make sure to go with the Coopers. You won't regret it. Cooper Tires. And Gunpowder, going to put it together for an 82.80, 8280 for Gunpowder.
Let's talk about Ted Keeling and the All-Star Ranch. Texas Ted and Laughlin together on this one. This is 402, an own son of Gulf Coast Gangster. We are looking at a firebrand of 3-31. This will be hip tag number 402.
All-Star Ranch, Laughlin, 3-31. Closing in on our last stretch of calves here on a great day number 3 at your ABBI World Finals. Let's do it. A 72-56 will be the score, 72-56.
Here's one for you called Spades. Duncan Cattle, Cliff Duncan, is set to go with a son of PWZ20 on the top side, out of a Houdini female on the bottom side. This is number 403.
.42 Spades, Duncan Cattle. Well, Vegas, we are in store for a treat tonight at 7 o'clock, round 1 of the Classic. Big-time ranked bucking bulls and an awfully tight World Championship race is underway in that Classic. Going to be really good watching here later tonight at 7 o'clock. Get your tickets now. We will see you then. Right now, it's Spades time. .42 Spades from Duncan Cattle Company going to fire out here around to the left. When all is said and done, is going to be an 88.40, 88.40 for the Duncan Cattle Company Bull Spades.
We are counting them now. We are counting them down. We are on the final page of our final entries in classes here today. We have 6 remaining in the class for the Yearling Series, and then we'll finish it up with a Yearling Series Hard Luck. We are going to go next to 404, Triple C Bucking Bulls and Rafter O. Cosmo. Cosmo is the bull. Here is a Showdacious by Showtime son getting set to go, 404.
Well, not the day we're looking for. Good-looking black baldy. Cosmo will be a 9.7. As we keep things moving on down to hip tag number 405. Bull branded 97 bar 3. This is Ashlocks. Big Dreams. Rockin' S, Buckin' Bulls, Rafter O, Donnie O'Brien. So as we're getting closer to wrapping things up with our non-winner, there it is, your Cooper Tires leaderboard behind us here. Plain Jane with an 89.28. 89.28 sitting at the top spot of the non-winner. Can we get into those 90s one more time before the day's out?
Rockin' S, Buckin' Bulls, and Rafter O. Big Dreams. Here's an own son of Hocus Pocus getting set to go for us right now.
As Big Dreams comes around to the left, a lot of speed, some intensity for an 88.32, 88.32 for Big Dreams.
Brother Bones is here today with the B-Bar J Ranch and the Hilton Bull Company. An own son of Hellfire. This is number 406. We have 4 remaining in this class. Then we'll conclude with the Yearling Series Hard Luck competition.
.318, Brother Bones, B-Bar J Ranch, Hilton Bull Company. Josh Hilton getting it dialed in on the flank. Buckin' Bull Pro. If you're watching us live around the world and would love to get involved in this sport and you want to get yourself a dummy, there's only one option. The exclusive Buckin' Dummy of the ABBI, Bucking Bull Pro. Well, unfortunately, Brother Bones going to hip himself out of there, going to take him off his lead. Will be a 69.28.
Drum roll, please. That is the name of the bull, Drum Roll from B-Bar J and Hilton Bull Company. Another son of Hellfire. And out of a Lifting Lives female, this is number 407, 408, and 409. We'll finish the class. 407 up next.
.330 drum roll from B-Bar J Ranch, Hilton Bull Company, 71.84. 2 bulls left here in our non-winner, the Juvenile Series, with an 89-28 from Plain Jane, sitting in the number 1 spot with 2 more chances to change things up at the top of that Cooper Tires leaderboard. As we go down now to hip tag number 40891L, the Claws, the Bucking Bull from the Janes Gang and Hilton Bull Company. 91L, the Claw, out of a Fire Show Daughter. The Janes Gang, Hilton Bull Company, the Claw, 86-16 and 86-16. That's going to put him right up there inside the top 10, I believe in the number 7 spot. 86-16, there it is. Your new number 7 is the Claw.
All right, Plain Jane still on top of the leaderboard with an 89.28 with 1 remaining in this class. Diggers, Workman, Big Shot, 6C, and Eldred. It is a bull branded E21 by Crystal Fox out of a Fistful of Dollars female, number 409.
So you go to your complete metal buildings replay, looking to come around to the left right there, but gotta love an athletic bull that didn't hesitate, went right back around to the right. Diggers, Workman, Big Shot, 6-bar C, Eldred, gonna be 85-76, 85-76 to finish things off here for your Juvenile Series. And there is your final top 10, and E21 is gonna get in there with that 85-76 in the 8th spot. But none was better than Plain Jane here in the non-winner, an 89.28, followed by 42 Spades, an 88.40. Big Dreams, an 88.32. And 23 Bar 3 going to round out the top 4 with 88 points there in your Juvenile non-winner. Well, congratulations once again to another champion here at your ABBI World Finals. But now we're going to turn things on over to the hard luck. It's hard luck time here on a Wednesday afternoon.
We've got 6 entries in this class today, one of which is a heifer. The other 5 are all bulls. We'll start with the bull, Julian Cattle. This will be number L23 by Cool Whip. This is number 410.
So we have had a few outs already leading up to this moment. Stiffy with an 87.04 is sitting at the top spot of the Hard Luck Award. An 87.04 is the score to beat as we're down to our final 6 bulls of the day. But don't forget, round 1 of the Classic, 7 o'clock tonight. There is going to be some big time outs and some great bull rides later tonight, 7 o'clock, right here for round 1 of the Classic. L23, Julian Cattle. The Cool Whip Son. Looking to challenge that top spot of an 87.04. You've got to love all the different opportunities that the ABBI provides to these contractors. Lots of different ways to win money. Maybe something throughout the season didn't go your way, and now you've got a chance here in the Hard Luck. Shea O'Neill, Julian Cattle, L23. As the scores come in, look out, leaderboard. We're going to put it on them for a 90.16. We got ourselves a new leader in the hard luck and another 90 here on a Wednesday. There's your new Cooper Tires leaderboard, and in a big way, over 3-point leader of the rest of the pack, Julian L23 is now going to be your new number one, a 90.16. But we're going to roll down now to the remaining heifer on the day here with hip tag number 411. 90L from Big Shot, Spencer Truax, 6 Bar C, Justin Cox on the flank. The tempo has been set. It's going to take 90 plus, a 91.7 to be exact, to go into the number one spot in the hard luck. Great out right there from Julian Cattle. Boy, the hard luck calves have dialed it up now. 90 LBSR, Big Shot, Spencer Truax, 6 Bar C, fading across the buck and shoots, getting those difficulty points. And the score is going to be an 88-64, 88-64. Going to put him now, her now, excuse me, in the number 2 spot. So the heifer is going to go number 2, 88.64. Well, we're one out to the top spot. The second one out is going to go to the number 2 spot. Let's keep that momentum rolling as we're going to go down now to hip tag number 412. 28L is the brand, KW Cattle Company and Kobe Works on the flank. 28L, the grandson of the great Hocus Pocus on the top side. Out of an aviator daughter on the bottom side. 28L and KW Cattle Company. Get ready to go next. KW Cattle Company have had a big-time day here today. If you missed it earlier on, the Magic Smoke, Antley and KW Cattle Company put together a 92.56 for the second highest marked out of the entire week, and currently sitting number 1 in that $1 Million for Charity Tour Stop number 1. Let's see. Kobe Works and get that flank dialed in just right one more time here at 28L, KW Cattle Company. $69.20 for 28L.
We're going to move over to the right-hand deliveries for our final 3 bulls. Our final 3 bulls. This will be D. Bar J, Long Ranch, and TP Cattle Companies. Number 3084. This is an old son of Donutso, and out of a high tensile female. This will be number 413.
One of the great partners of the ABBI is Pendleton Whiskey. Come on down here to the arena floor to the ABBI bar and get yourself a Pendleton. Thank you to Pendleton Whiskey. Y50, long 3084 D, Bar J, Long Ranch, TP Cattle. Looking to chase down that 90.16 at the top of the leaderboard here in the hard luck. Going to be an 81.2, 81.20.
Looks like we're going to go next to No Credit Bucking Bulls. And their entry branded N17. An own son of Hoochie Coochie, number 414, is our hip tag.
Again, as we get closer to that Carson Perry Legacy Fund, 3 o'clock this afternoon in the Balboa Room. Good luck to all of our applicants. A lot of great cowboys and cowgirls here with the juniors in the ABBI. It is a stacked list of talent, but only 6 of them will come out of there with a scholarship. So good luck to each and every one of our young cowboys and cowgirls. Casey Decker, No Credit Bucking Bulls, N17. And the score is going to be coming in. The OK Brand scoreboard says 69.5.
We've got one remaining this morning. It's from Camp Creek and G&K. It is number 151, the Firebrand, out of a Lollipop son. This is a grandson of Lollipop. This is number 415, and this will complete our fraternity competitions here this afternoon.
As we look to finish things off strong here on the morning performance of day number 3 of your ABBI World Finals. 151 Camp Creek G&K. But again, tonight, the Classic Bulls have come to town. I'm telling you, look at that World Finals race and the World Championship race. It is going to get good. And round 1 will be tonight. Round 2 later on this weekend at the T-Mobile Arena. 151 Camp Creek and G&K. Well, in our final calf here today, going to put together for a 74-point score, 74 even for 151 Camp Creek at G&K.
Well, that's going to complete our juvenile hard luck. And Julia's number L23 is going to win it all with a 90.16. There's your top 10 right there on the Cooper Tires leaderboard.
Well, folks, and it's been another fantastic morning here with day number 3 of your ABBI World Finals. Congratulations to all of our winners as we look forward to seeing who's going to come out number 1 on your tour stop, number 1 of the $1 Million for Charity. So we will play that out throughout the week. But then again tonight, 7 o'clock, here with the PBR Challenger Series, the Classic, round number 1. So make sure to come on back and see us right at 7. On behalf of Randy Smuts and myself, my name is Cody Wood. It's been a fantastic day. We look forward to seeing you this evening. And then again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for our Junior Cowgirl and World Finals for Charity.